Okay, welcome everybody. Today we got what would have been a wheeled weekend if I was still doing that. It's not a Bigfoot, it's a big space foot. It's a sort of a generic 80s. It was a remote control, as you can see by the antenna. It was a single button remote control where it would go, and then you hit the button and it would back up, and so you can make 3-point turns everywhere you want to go. I was ready to go off on a tirade that says off-road 4-wheel drive here, and I was like, well, that's not 4-wheel drive, that's free spinning, but there evidently is a diff somewhere in there. It turns. This one I vividly remember getting as a Christmas gift when I was like 8 or 9, so it's a good 40 years old. I have zero expectations of the motor still working, but we're here, so we're going to try it. First thing I'm going to do is make sure the power is off. And let's load them up and see what happens. You can tell it's old because it's got the little strap in there, so you make it easier for the kids to pull the batteries out. So they are actually all facing the same way. That's unusual. 3 double A's. That strap was always didn't never really work. And in there. Close that. Locked in. Let's see if it's. I have zero expectations of this being a thing, but let's find out together. Oh wow. Wasn't expecting that. And it also has a switch for lights. How about the lights? And let's see. The lights do come on. Down these up a little bit more. That's also shocking. I literally, it's been 40 years since this thing's ran, and does it still have the torque to actually pull or just spin the wheels? Let's find out. Find the right switch. Okay. It drives, and it drives good. Okay, I am flabbergasted. I was not expecting that to actually work. Like I say, just a generic remote control truck. I have no idea where my parents picked it up at, and it's a copyright lawyer's fantasy, I'm sure. Nowadays they couldn't get away with this. But it's obviously not Bigfoot blue, so that's not. I'm gonna get them on that, and I'd be surprised if that space in between big and foot would be enough to stand up to a copyright lawyer. But I say this was, yeah, I actually did have quite a bit of fun with this. This was, I think Stompers were still going strong. The Stomper 4x4s, the little tiny 4x4 trucks. I'm pretty sure this was right in that time frame, so this would have been like a super duper duper Stomper. They had super Stompers too. But yeah, this is, oh, I forgot to turn my lights back on. But that was, it had stickers all the way around in all the windows, all 3 windows. I think it seems like this one was just the foot. It didn't have the Sasquatch attached to it, and of course it had this same stuff down that side. Tires are hollow. They're not air filled, but they're squishy. There, you got. Let's see, what year was this one? What's the copyright on it say? And actually, hang on, it actually does have copyright information on here. Get my specs on. Trademark Big Space Foot is a registered trademark of Arco Industries Limited. Okay, so that's. Let's see, Remco Toys, 1984. Right there, made in Hong Kong. #1 inspected it, so it's got to be the best, right? Yeah, I would like to find a way to find if I could find the frequency. It's probably got to be on the inside somewhere. I wonder if I could find a remote that would work for this. I don't think it was. I didn't look too hard in the battery box. But that's it. Now it's not wanting to come out, no, do you? Let's see, it's to the back. Okay, so it's not just back. That felt bad. See what I mean? That little strap doesn't work very well. Okay. Any info in here as far as frequency or transmitter? No, nothing on there. That was before they had to put all that stuff out. I will, but I'm going to be very tempted to crack that up. It looks like I had stickers up on the hood too, or that might just be dirt. You can sort of see the residue on the side, so I'm going to be very tempted to crack this open, see if I can find the frequency to try and find a mimicking remote just to play with this one a little bit. I think because it's got the drive and the torque to do something. Something to think about. Alright, but that's about all. I actually talked about this a lot more than I thought I was going to. So sort of still in shock that it actually worked. But there you go. That's Bigfoot remote control truck. Thanks for watching. Come back on Friday. We'll find something else in the toy box.